Hello, hi guys. Today we are going to solve a problem. This is the Leetcode problem 2540. And so the statement is in which we have to find the minimum common values. Let's see what is given in the problem. So in this problem, we have given two arrays whose names are nums1 and nums2. And it is mentioned in the problem that they are in sorted order in non-decreasing order, means in increasing fashion. So what we have to do is we have to find the minimum integer between these two arrays, which is common. Means suppose if in the case if we have no common integer in this case we have to return just -1. So let's see one example as given here. Suppose we have given these two array these two arrays nums1 and nums2. In this case we consider the minimum the common values are 2 and 3 and the minimum common value is 3. So here we have written the value 2. And let's see the second example. We have these two arrays given in the problem. So the common values are 2, 3, and yeah, only 2 and 3 are the common values given between these two arrays. So what is the minimum common value? Means between 2 and 3, which integer has the minimum value? So 2. So 2 is the minimum value. So in this case, we have written the 2. So let's see how we will. This is a very basic problem. This is a you can say the fall in the category of problem in which we have to traverse between the two sorted arrays. If we see, so its code will be similar to that of merging two sorted array, if we see. Because in this case, suppose we have to, because it is already given in the problem that these two arrays are already sorted. So what we have to do is we have to maintain two pointers, in which first pointer will point to the first array, the second pointer will point to the second array. So what we have to do, we have to traverse one by one and compare the element. In the case if we get the first element, in the case if we get the element which is common, as we have to return the minimum common value. So the, on the point when we get the first element as a common, so that will be the minimum point when because it is already mentioned that the array is in sorted order. So in that case, we have to take and come out of the loop. In the case if it is not a common, so we have two cases. Whether it might be possible that first pointer will be there and second pointer will be there. So in this case, we can say two and three are not equal. So two cases arise. Either the first pointer pointing the value in the first array will be smaller than the pointer pointing the value in the second array. Either its opposite will be there. So according to that, we have to increment our pointer. So in this case, if the as here we can say 2 is less than the top zero, so in that case we have to increment our first pointer. And in the case, suppose if we are present at second, suppose if our second pointer was present on the second value on the first index of the num2, and the second pointer was present on the second index of the num2. So in this case, what we have to do, we have to just increment first pointer, second pointer. So similarly, we will make three cases and we will solve the problem. Let's solve this problem. It is a very easy problem. First of all, what we will do is that we will find the size of each given array. So nums1 dot size and int equal nums2 dot size. And what we will make two pointer whose initially we will start with uh, I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0. And what we will traverse until we are not out of bound of this problem. So in this case, we will make one global variable and we will initialize it with -1 as it is mentioned in the problem that there is no common integer present between the two arrays. In that case, we have to return -1. So, so first case we will make if the values present at index I is equal to value present at index j. So in that case, what we will do, we will just uh, change the value of val, and in this case we will take, because as we know that the arrays are already sorted. In that case, the first value which we will get as a common, that will be the obviously that will be the minimum value. So else if case, if suppose if nums1 I dot is less than the nums2 dot j. In that case, we will just increase our pointer. In else case, otherwise we will increase our second pointer. And here it will be the nums2 and here it will be nums2 as well. If we will came out of the loop, in this case, we will return out, well, which we have stored. So yeah, there's this problem. So as we can see that it's passing our basic test cases. Let's submit this problem. Here we can say it get accepted 100%. Thank you.